Hello there, this is Thomas Oracle here with a pop-in collective message. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a collective reading, so this reading may or may not resonate with you. It is not time specific or sign specific, so please take the messages that apply and simply leave the rest. I hurt my hand, so I'm trying not to scratch it too much. Hi guys, you have to miss me for a few days. I'm shooting a film, so that's why I've been MIA. For those of you who have been following me on social media, probably get the gist of things, but I'm trying to get a reading in regardless. Things will settle down fairly soon, so I will be back up to speed. For those of you who have booked a personal reading with me, I will be getting back to you as well. So just bear with me for the next few days. Yeah, I couldn't help myself but buy a new deck while I'm out here because I feel a little bit limited on my options. So the new deck is in. This is called the Pulp Tarot. I find the illustrations to be very entertaining, so let's get into it. I kind of shuffled this one already. We're going to see who wants to come through. Some of y'all have been very concerned. Others of you are just like poking me a little bit. It's just very cute. Thank you. You guys are the best. I've missed you guys as well. And I was going back and forth pacing. Like, I know it's late, but somebody's like, no, just do a reading. I had actually filmed another reading that I didn't post. It was very karmic in nature. And in a nutshell, I felt the energy of someone who was sending a masculine, very like provocative content. I don't know where that came from, but I had a makeup palette and it said nude. And I don't know why, but all the females in the makeup palette kind of look like this, and they were bare, and it was just a weird download how someone was sending a person like sexy images of themselves. Okay, it felt like a woman, but it could be a man, and it was a complete turn off for someone. It's like they sealed their own fate by that situation being deaded because that person was looking for a long-term partner, not necessarily a good time. And the ironic part is the person who was sending the sexual content is looking for a long-term person. So it was weird. It was the weirdest message. It's like, how are you trying to manifest a kingdom spouse by sending provocative images of yourself to entice somebody? It was weird. So I didn't post that reading. I thought it was kind of, I don't know, strange message, y'all. Strange message. So let's see what else wants to come through. If there's any messages for the collective that is relevant. It's so random. What do we have for the collective? Overall message. At the bottom of the deck. We have the Three of Wands. I feel like someone's waiting to do something. I feel like there are certain plans in motion. This looks like an astronaut. The Temperance Angel. Wow. What this is telling me that someone maybe needs to balance their feminine and masculine side. You see how this angel is like half man, half woman? I feel like someone is, or the divine is encouraging a person to ground themselves for what awaits them. It says part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. It's like someone really needs to balance their energy before they can just hop in and do something. This is someone who could have been sheltering their energy for a while with the Hermit, Major Arcana number 9. I heard walkabout. Someone has been self-isolating, taking their time, doing their own thing. And there's something they're about to do. It feels like a journey ahead of them, okay? Wow, I'm hearing life in the fast lane. That's a song. Someone was living a fast-paced life. I feel like this is someone who maybe did a lot of things on a whim. I have the Knight of Wands. This is someone who went from being a Knight of Wands with the Four of Coins. This is someone who maybe lived a very superficial life. It's like, you know, when Someone who lives for the moment. I get an energy of someone who lives for the moment, like they live for the happy days, like the short-lived highs. The Sun, the Four of Coins, the Knight of Wands. It's like I might not have much, but I live for the thrill. Like I don't know. This is really wild, almost childlike energy here. Something happened to this person that made them self-isolate, and they're preparing for something new. It's like they're no longer going to maybe live a more reckless life. Let's see. With the Page of Cups. I don't know how I feel about the card just yet. This is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups typically can be an introduction. It can, but to me, I'm feeling more so communication. But there's something fake that I'm feeling here. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it really reminds me of someone who's trying to put their best foot forward or show the best of themselves. The Tower. Judgment. Yeah. The fact that this person is communicating, it might be shocking, but also something might blow up in a person's face. Like, I'm going to be real. It felt off from the minute I saw it, and it's not just because the woman is smiling in a very cheesy way. It just something feels off. It's with judgment paired with it. You see how it's a zombie coming back around? The fact that a person is reaching out or communicating or something gets resurrected for some of you with judgment. It's like coming back from the dead, essentially. That could be a second chance energy, but there's something here that's going to get rocked. It's to have such a measly card as the Page of Cups be rocked with the Tower and Judgment beside each other. It's like, dang, it's like, why does this look like a horror movie scene? All with just an introduction or a reaching out. Something feels... I'm going to find out what's such a big deal around it. Why is this communication causing a tower? Or what is the essence behind this Tower? The Seven of Cups to the Hanged Man. It's almost like, you know, I'm getting the vibe of this person saying this being very confusing, out of place. It's like someone doesn't really know how to take this individual. It's like in they come, they express themselves, and it's throwing a person off. It might throw a person's routine off. It really gives me this vibe of, oh, this person comes into your life, and next thing you know, you have to find a place for them. That's what it reads like. It's almost like, let's say a woman, right? This child ran away from home. Let's say it's their grandchild, and in comes this child like, hey, I left home. This kid has nothing with a backpack on their back, and you are now all of a sudden responsible for them. It feels very random like that, but it is reading that way. It's like, no, you just came, look what the cat dragged in. Where am I going to put you now? Do you get what I mean? And I feel like whoever this individual is approaching, they have their life, they have their routine. This entry shakes up their world. And then it's like, wow, where am I going to place you now? Seven of Cups. How am I going to decipher what it is you're trying to present to me? It throws a person off completely. So as I explained, it's like, let's say you're a grandmother, right? And your grandchild just shows up at your house and they ran away from their home. And it's like, here you are being, you know, responsible for the child for a lengthy period of time. Hanged Man. It's like, what am I going to do with this? This is kind of random. Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's like someone wants to cut through the BS. It's like, well, I want the truth. Here you are with the Page of Cups. To me, this feels a little bit immature. It's like, ha la la. It reads a little bit like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. But there's something about it feeling like a responsibility at the same time, which is why I mentioned that example. And I see somebody with the Ace of Swords wanting truth and clarity of a person's intentions, why they're coming forward, what it is they're going at, right? And with the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, this is like going back and forth on whether or not this could be a team effort, whether or not we could work together, whether or not we have common goals, whether or not we could build something, whether it be platonic or more. Like, I just feel, where am I going to put this person? That's what I'm feeling. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, okay? I just get a vibe of somebody here, you know, between the person approaching and the recipient. Someone wants to cut through the BS. That could be you that I'm speaking to. It's like, well, why are you here? Why are you coming forward? What do you want? What do you want to do with this? Like, I just feel this really weird, like, I don't know. This is my plan. Well, what's your plan? How do we work this out? It just feels so foreign. I feel like someone here has their routine, and in comes this energy just shaking things up. Tell me more about the Tower. The Wheel of Fate. I can't make it up with the Six of Swords. Ace of Wands. The Wheel of Fate. The Tower clarified by the Fortune card. It's like, it's like, yes, it rocks your world. Yes, this feels random, but it's meant to be. It was fated. So this could be someone new that you meet out of nowhere, and instantly this person plays a prominent role in your life. And next thing you know, it's like, whoa, where am I going to fit this person? Like, I get just some kind of agreement in the energy, and it feels kind of comical in the sense that it's like, whoa, this energy just throws me off. I was like, why do I feel like this communication, this introduction completely throws a person off? The Tower, Judgment, and it's like, here you are needing to make a final decision. If you allow this person access to you, access to your community, access to your world, it feels more direct, right? It's like, hey, if I have this friend, right, who just ends up coming to my place, they got kicked out or whatever, or they got evicted. Let's say this friend got evicted. And it's like, whoa, I need, like, I feel obliged in ways to take this friend in, make sure that he or she is okay. And it's like, completely throws off my routine and my world. But, you know, with the clarity and decision making and intention set out, we can see how we work this out, right? And it could be anything. But when I see the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Swords clarifying the Tower, it's like, whoa, yes, this is a shock to your system. Yes, this might be uprooting your world in a ways. Yes, this could change the dynamic of what you do in your day-to-day. However, it's fated for this transition to take place. With the Six of Swords, this could also be a fated transition in terms of distance created from one routine to the next. It's like a transition. Like, yeah, you used to do things this way, but now you're transitioning to a whole new way based on this introduction. And it feels like a person. All right. It's like, whoa. It's like, who are you? I want to know a little bit more. This is causing movement nonetheless. Someone who maybe feels divinely guided to come your way. Whoever this Page of Cups is. Who's behind this Page of Cups? Is this the Hermit from the top of the reading or what? Who's this Page of Cups? Whoa, 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 whoa. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's someone who's making plans. It is that energy from the top of the reading. Remember how that Three of Wands was at the bottom of the deck? It's like, yeah, this is someone who has plans in the works. You see how this is someone looking at a globe? It just feels like a quest. It just feels like a new beginning afoot. So it's almost like if I were to just take the example of that kid running away from home, this is the kid having packed the bags, looking at Google Maps to find how to get to Granny's house. Do you get what I mean? That's literally the energy. It's like, wow, here I am. My bags are packed. I just need to make sure I get on the right Greyhound bus and I'm off to Granny's house and I'm never going back home again. Like, that's literally what it feels like, yo. That's funny. Four of Wands. Yeah, this could be a residential shift. Yup. This could be a residential shift for some. The Four of Wands can be like a relationship, a home, okay, something where it's celebrating. The Hierophant, certain contracts, communities, beliefs. Maybe someone is leaving because their belief system has changed. I mean, take the example of this kid or this teen running away from their parents' house. For some of you, you've ran away from your home once. For me to keep mentioning that example, it's just an example for me to explain the energy. No, that does not mean that that's the exact same energy or what I'm reading. Okay, let's say this is someone who's leaving a community behind and you're the next best person that they trust. Do you get what I mean? It's giving me that energy. I feel like someone is leaving a home, a town, a community, a group, an organization. There's something this person is leaving behind. Whoa, it might hurt for them to leave this behind. I don't know when I don't know when the Three of Swords came about, but there was something else that I had seen behind the Four of Wands earlier. Anyway, this could be a residential shift for some of you. It might hurt because, yes, this is that flighty person. Yo, the Knight of Wands is back. This is that person. You know, there's something about this person doing this, or having the gonads to do this. There's something about this individual who's quite courageous to make this move. They feel some kind of spring in their step with the Fool card paired to the Knight of Wands. It's like, yes, I can do this. This is that kid running away from home. And again, it feels that way because this energy feels quite young in spirit, okay? It almost feels like it has quite a bit left to learn. I don't know why, but this is part of their learning curve. This is part of their learning phase. This is someone who's hurting. Yes, this is what I was getting to. For some of you, their belief system has changed. So let's say, for example, right, they lived under one roof and they don't abide by those rules anymore. They feel this sense of like urgency to go their own way. And maybe whoever they're approaching, you're considered part of that way, which is why they're coming towards you. For a lot of you, this is an incoming energy. But for some of you, you are the energy that I'm describing, okay? And it's like, yeah, I'm going to spread my wings. I'm going to go in a new direction because the people, the place that I once upon a time cared to entertain or be a part of no longer resonate with me. And maybe to them, I might seem reckless. Maybe to them, I might seem a little bit like flighty or just, what's the word, brave and impulsive. It's well thought out. I really feel that way. This is someone who knows that it's like, they best expand elsewhere. And this might be a shock to the person on the receiving end. Yeah, Judgment is back to the Five of Coins. I feel like for some of you, part of their judgment was to be exiled or left out in the cold from the previous community. Yup. With the Five of Coins, to me, this looks like a woman who is walking away. I almost feel like she's got dropped off somewhere in the dead of night. And you see that person back there? It's like she's walking away from that previous community, from that previous area, but she's out on her own. So with Judgment, that is maybe part of her judgment. That is maybe, or his. That's maybe part of their lesson. So I don't really feel like whoever this is, they don't really have a choice. It's like that is their sentence, or that is what has happened. Maybe the person who ran away actually got kicked out of the house. You know what I mean? So there's something that was really final. There's no turning back for whoever this is. It almost gives me this refugee energy. It's like, well, I need to go somewhere else now because that next person is no longer a representation, or that next situation is no longer a representation of me, right? Like people get to that point sometimes where it's like, wow, that situation, that place, that's, I don't know, workplace, that town, no longer represents who I am or what I believe in, and I need to move on with my life. So that was the Judgment. The Judgment is that cycle closed out. This could be someone coming in out of a karmic cycle, wanting to collaborate with more high vibrational people. That's why this Ace of Swords is so relevant, because it's like, well, what's the truth? Are you aligned with my belief systems? Can we work together? Is this a cooperative effort? Do we have shared goals? Are we on the same page, essentially? Because that's what these people are trying to work out. It's like, this is a plan. Can we collaborate amongst us? Do we fit the same narrative? Do you think, like, to me, this Ace of Swords is like, are you on the same page? Does your truth resonate with me? Because just because someone just pops up in your life does not mean they get to take up permanent space, right? It's like, who are you? What do you want? That's what I'm saying. This energy feels very fresh. For some of you, you know who this is. For others of you, you're going to find out. Like, what could I say? People are getting realigned. This Tower card feels so powerful in the sense that this person's entry in your life is going to be like, whoa, where did you come from? And as well as it just shaking up your routine, which is quite fun with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, whoa, where is this Wheel of Fate going to land on? Or what is it going to land on next? The Star, Fate, I can't make it up. It's like, for some of you, this represents a wish. And I'm also hearing this may look a little sneaky in the sense that you might not initially recognize it being a wish. Because I don't know why I feel like this person who's entering is coming under unfavorable circumstances. I mean, look at her. She's out in the cold. She's on the streets. It's like she's looking to knock on some stranger's door and be like, hey, could I, you know, chill on your couch for the night? Next thing you know, this person, they become friends. Who knows? I just feel like something serendipitous about this. And I don't know why this energy feels like they're in need. So maybe you fill a void for them and vice versa. Okay, and it's like it's up to you what you do with this energy, but they've come from, I feel, a karmic cycle. And it's like, damn, I'm confused. Like, what are we going to do with this situation? We have the sun. So, with the world, wow. This is like a cycle closing out and a new one beginning for one's betterment. It is positive that this person enters. I feel like it's disguised, the Hierophant, God willing. Like the divine is orchestrating this entry, this introduction. What I find interesting, right? It's like your paths cross for a reason with this person. The divine is orchestrating this almost cross point or intersection for both of your highest good. What I find interesting is that you don't necessarily, I feel whoever this resonates with, you don't recognize it to be a positive thing at first, because it's kind of like, well, I mean, think about it. Like, let's say, right, this child, let's just assume it's this kid, right, comes up to Granny's house, and at first Granny's like, oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble because you left your parents' house and now you're here, and who knows, the granny and the child grow this very strong bond, and the kid helps around the house and it becomes mutually beneficial, right? Who knows? Let's say maybe this person just washes up in your world and you're just like, whoa, this is kind of inconvenient because it throws off myself from my routine. However, this person and you grow this really deep sense of companionship, and you grow, like there's something you share with this person that's beneficial to them, and vice versa. There's something they know that they could teach you. You know what I mean? It reads like that. It's like, it's positive. The sun, the world. For some of you, you are at a distance from this person, or you get to know them online and you meet them. My left boob hurts all of a sudden. That is so random. Sorry. Yeah, I just feel like this is very positive. And something about this person might strike to be a bit spontaneous. Like, whoa, this is kind of spontaneous of you. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. The Magician. Yeah, very spontaneous. And it's like, it fell, it fell on the Tower. I'm telling you, this almost looks like a magic trick, right? This is someone who, you know what? It reads like I have to make do with my resources. This is someone who's like, I need to turn lead into gold with this. The Magician. It's also a manifestation. Very powerful majors here. We have Sagittarius, fixed signs in general, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Scorpio here, as I said. Virgo in the Hermit, Taurus in the Hierophant. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I'm seeing a lot of children in this card with the Lover as well. For some of you, the divine sees this to be like, it's highly encouraged in a way where something beautiful can come from this. And the funny part is, I feel like the collective is prepared to reject it. King. Yeah, it has something to do with a person growing up. I don't know why I feel that way. Wands in the reverse and King. This could be a masculine that I'm speaking to, or that could be dealing with a situation. It's like I see somebody wanting the truth. Like, I don't know if you fit in my world, but in clarity, in truth, and intent, I can tell if one fits in that world. We have the Knight of Cups. If someone is sincere, we have the King of Wands and the Hermit. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles. This reads like someone having collected themselves long enough to put their best foot forward here. They're really stressed out about this. Someone here is really nervous because it's like, well, how successful is this approach? I really feel this could be a new person. The King of Wands is typically my Jared card. The Nine of Swords is like really nervous about this. As I said, it's like that kid who already has his or her bags packed. They're just looking at Google Maps to go and start walking to go to Granny's house. Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. I really feel the energy of someone who once ran away from home for a while. Like it must have been a few days at least, or a day, and like you went missing or something. I don't know. For me to mention that. It's funny. Queen of Pentacles. The person they were previously with has been asking about them. This person, you remember how I said in the example, this person ran away from their parents? Let's say they ran away from someone who was almost parental, or like, because I see a Queen of Pentacles, but this is a mismatch. This King of Wands is pursuing other things or wants to pursue something else. And I see a Queen of Pentacles who this person could have withdrawn from, who is maybe argumentative, asking about them. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be like delayed communication. Maybe someone isn't talking to a person. It's kind of like the mom saying, hey, where have you been? I'm trying to reach you for the last 4 days. Why don't you return my calls? That's the energy. For some of you, this is a whole grown-ass woman or a grown-ass man who is going down another path, and the person from their previous cycle is like, where have you been? You're not reaching out, because they're hurting, they're withdrawing, they're redirecting their path. This is part of their justice. This is part of them growing up in the spirits. So it's like they've made their plans. Seven of Pentacles. This is a lot to do with divine timing. The Emperor. This is someone who's growing, y'all. I don't know who this is. It could be a masculine collective, but it could be a female as well. It's like, this is someone coming into their internal power, their authority. They're changing. This is a metamorphosis. With the Sun in the reverse, somebody could have gone through like a more depressive cycle. Maybe someone here suffers from depression and they withdrew themselves entirely. With the Sun in the reverse, it's like, that's how they could come home to themselves. And I almost feel like what this person does is kind of surprising, not just to the community or the person that they are turning their back on, but also to the individual they're approaching. Or I want to plan a trip and run away together is in the reverse. You have no idea of the power you have over me. I feel like this is someone who has likely a soul connection with a person. New or old, okay, because there are some new ones here in the midst with that Page of Cups energy. I feel like there's someone who could have been on a spiritual journey, who is preparing for some kind of new cycle. I also see a delayed event taking place. There's a lot I need to get off my chest. That's that truth, okay? So if this is a new person, this is them just coming clean and being transparent about their past and where they are at this point in time. Okay. It's like I'm seeing somebody who knows that they need to be honest about their intentions. And coming forward for those of you where this is a romantic situation. Okay. Well, that's what I have for you guys. I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.